So I think I had put, oh yeah, recording is in progress. So now what is that? The investment means, so whatever we are going to invest, that should be in large cap. The companies with above 40,000 market capitalization, your investment should be 100 rupees, invest 65 rupees in large cap, 25 rupees in mid cap, 8 rupees in small cap, and 2 rupees in. This is how, whatever it may be, even if you don't get the expected return, no, nothing will happen. But you are the major intention of here. So it is not that investing here and tomorrow we have to become rich. It's not like that. You have to protect the capital. The basic idea and the basic funda behind investment and trading is people who focus on protecting the capital and making small gain will sustain in the stock market for a longer duration, and people who are greedy and people who make erratic trade and who take some what is that some calls given by somebody else, and suddenly you invest without making any of your homework, then definitely you will be wiped out. Now sooner or later you are going to go out of the market. So if there is no discipline, you don't have time to do all this, don't do it. No problem. If you do, you will your capital will be saved. Just simply, it's not a probability game. Simply randomly you do something and something will happen. Yeah, it may happen. So be clear with that, right? So next is we have two types of market. What are those market? So one is primary market. Another one is secondary market. So what is that? What are the two types of market we have? So we have primary market and another one is secondary market. So primary market. So stock market is secondary market. It is not primary market. So we have two markets. So both primary market as well as secondary market is regulated by SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. But if you want to be into the primary market, you should be a crorepati, you should be equivalent to Ambani. Then you can purchase any amount of shares in any particular company. Then you can be called. Then you will be invited to board meetings. There you can have roundtable conference, a rotating chair. In what type of chair you want, you can sit there. Then you have a say on then you can have a say on the company policy decisions. So that is primary market. Primary market means not for us, not for the retail investors and not for the retail traders, not for the common man. It's for ultra rich people, or it's for the institutions. For example, the Facebook, they have invested into geo platforms, right? That's in the primary market. Even whatever the transactions we are going to do, that you are going to do in the primary market, geo platforms are there. Reliance Geo is there. The Reliance Geo is not listed in stock market. Now it is in primary market. After 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, we don't know. It will definitely come back. It will come to the public domain. After 5 years, it cannot stay in the primary market for more than 5 years. Try to understand. So Reliance Jio cannot stay in the primary market for 5 years. After 5 years, it will be enlisted. It will be listed as in this secondary market, and that listing process we call it as IPO. What is that? Listing process. Before 1 week, the company is about to get listed in the stock exchange. They will announce the IPO. So they will announce the IPO, initial public offering. They are going to announce it. The SEBI is going to announce, and then only it will be coming and getting listed in the stock exchange. So if it is for 5 years, the transactions are fair, the methodologies are fair, adhering to SEBI norms, all the balance sheets are correct, all the transactions done are in a fair manner. So if you are abiding by that, then only SEBI will give the permission for IPO. Then only SEBI will give permission for IPO. Otherwise, SEBI has the authority not to approve also. So now LIC is coming. So many other IPOs are coming. Correct, right? So IPOs, in the sense, it is going to get listed. So secondary market is stock exchange. Secondary market is stock exchange. So secondary market. So this is secondary market is nothing but the stock exchange. Stock exchange, that is Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange, Commodity Exchange, whatever you call it. We as a retailers, we are not bothered about primary market. We will be investing our small money, our hard-earned saved money in the secondary market in the stock exchange, in BSC or NSE, right? In BSC or NSE. So now you got a fair idea, right? So now you see, you have a large cap, mid cap, small cap, micro cap. Then you have primary market, secondary market. Secondary market is nothing but the stock market. So there, where we apply for IPO, where we apply for investment, where we trade, and we do so many other things. We apply for bonds or any other things, right? So now this is regarding the any doubts you have, you can stop me and ask. I think I have not told any doubts you have, please ask. Or can I continue? Whether it is understandable or am I going fast? So please, anybody?
No doubts, sir.
No doubts. So getting the fair idea, na?
Yes.
Yes. Next, next what is that? We have, for example, now let us see the company. So suppose, let us, I'll just stop sharing. I'll share something else. 1 minute. 1 minute. Can you, what is that? You know SpiceJet? So have you heard about the company SpiceJet?
Yeah.
Aviation company, no?
Yes. Aviation company.
It's airlines.
Yes, airlines. So now.
Yeah, we are.
Yes. So now tell me whether the SpiceJet is a mid cap or small cap or micro cap. So if you just type sharing screen, just go to money control. We just type it like this. SpiceJet. What is the share price and whatever it is that is. SpiceJet. Go to money control. Money control or Yahoo Finance, whatever you are comfortable, you can go there. Just click on money control. Then just click on SpiceJet. I just clicked on SpiceJet. So it will come. SpiceJet is not there. आपने नीचा लिया SpiceJet. Okay, Jet Airways is. Nice. Vijay Mallya. Small. Okay, Jet Airways. There's a company called Jet Airways Aviation Company. We have aviation company called Jet Airways. So what is the market cap? Here, to come here, so look at this Jet Airways. It is trading at 81 rupees. Okay, so and you have some information here. Open, close, volume, beta, low, you see 52-week high, 52-week low, right? So book value, see the book value minus, EPS is minus, so face value, so many information you are going to get, right? So you have, so these are all some small, mid-sized companies. So if you want to just go for a top company, select Reliance or TCS or HUL, Hindustan Unilever Limited, blue chip company, Hindustan Unilever Limited, Hindustan Unilever, yes, Hindustan Unilever Limited, right? So Hindustan Unilever Limited came. So in Hindustan Unilever Limited, if you see the share price is 2000 rupees.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, welcome. So share price is 2000. See, if you see this Hindustan Unilever Limited, or if you check it in the Wikipedia, market capitalization will come to know. You will get the market capitalization. So market cap, see here. If you go here, see market cap 4,74,000. So what is the criteria for large cap? Just I told you, the capital market cap should be
More than
40,000 crore.
40,000 crore.
Yes. Why we have to choose large cap? Each and so if you read the technical chart of this, you see on the technical chart. So if you see year-wise chart, year-wise, at least for 20 years you have to see. If you see most of the large cap companies technical chart, the graph is increasing. It will give the breakout year by year, year by year, year by year, year by year. It will give. So year by year there is a growth, especially corporate companies. There are public, there are large caps, ONGC, BHEL, SBI. These are also large cap companies. But what is the difference between the Reliance? What is the difference between HDFC and SBI? You see any public service, don't invest any 1 rupee of your money in public service company. If you invest any of your money in public service company, it is only meant for Jana Seva. Okay, so you are not going to get anything. So you'll only service. They'll give the service and they'll take your money. That's your money for providing the service already. So that is why always that is one of the criteria. It should be large cap. Large cap companies are also called as blue chip companies. And better it is a corporate companies having a very high, more than at least 30 to 40% of promoter shareholders. What is promoter shareholder? Promoter shareholding. So promoter shareholding in the sense, for example, Reliance Industry, promoter shareholding is 50%. Means 50% of the shares of the Reliance Industry is owned by Mukesh Ambani. So they are the promoters. They were there from the day one of the company when it was started. So still 50% of their shares are he is holding. He is the supreme authority. If the promoter shareholders are there from the birth till now, or from the birth of the company till now, it indicates that yes, the company is growing. There is a good value and good ethic, and there is scope for innovation, scope for growth. Right. So that is one of the parameters. So like that, you have to identify the market capitalization, you have to identify the shares, and then you have to identify the 20 years chart you should look. Maybe if it is 5 years also okay, but sorry, if it is for the investment point of view, investment you are going to invest and forget for some years, 2-3 years you are at least you have to forget. So if you are looking in that sense, you have to look for at least 10 years chart. So then if the 10 years, for example, go to ITC. So if you look at the chart Hindustan Unilever Limited, so you have the chart here. So your day charts, if I go here, if I click month, okay, I will take up a monthly chart. So look at this from 2011. So now 2022 Hindustan Unilever Limited. Now see it went until 2000. Now it's I don't know why. There's something bad. It is coming now. This is not the time to invest in Hindustan Unilever Limited. It is coming down. Means I don't know. Continuously there is a downfall. It may come down and it may go. But if you see Hindustan Unilever Limited, it has reached its peak value and it has coming down. Now this is not the time. Maybe once it starts to rise, then we'll think of investing in Hindustan Unilever Limited. Suppose if you type ITC manufactures cigarettes. So if you look at ITC, just type ITC, Kolkata-based company. You look at the chart. If you look at the charts, yes, it will come. You will look at the year-wise chart. ITC is there wherever it was there. It is not neither going up nor coming down. No need to invest in such type of company. You won't get anything because ITC don't have any business other than very little scope to expand. We don't accept some biscuit atas and chakis. ITC, there is not much business. No much products are available for him. So except some hotels and this. What is that? If you see months, see look at this ITC from 2000. Yeah, it went well. So now you see from 2017, from 2013, 2013 the price was 198. Now price is 220. No, not much growth. Same, the price is fluctuating there only. So you need to analyze like this. So there are different other methodologies. So we will, this is just a simple basic class. And it's my duty to tell. So now that is what instead of SBI, look at SBI and compare SBI with HDFC. Compare SBI with ICICI. Compare SBI with Kotak Mahindra. So for HDFC and then ICICI, Kotak Mahindra have done well. Now after so many years, after 12, 13 years, SBI has given breakout and now it is moving up. But still it's a public bank, service bank. Our money is only for doing service. So I am not going to invest. This is my policy. If you want to invest, the graph is moving up. I am not going to invest anything in SBI. Okay. So like this. So like this, we have to choose a company, and there are other parameters like P by. There are some financial ratios with which we can analyze, and with which these are the parameters that evaluation metrics used for investing in particular companies. That is P by P ratio. Then we have P by E ratio, and then we have EPS. Then we have book value, and we have some other financial terms are there, terminologies are there. Then dividends, based on the dividends. For example, public service companies, they are not going to grow at all. Steel Authority of India, Gas Authority of India, they are giving high dividends to attract, just to attract, that's all. But for the long term, the company will never grow. People who are giving high dividends means their company is getting profit, company is running, there are profit, continuous profit. Out of profit, the companies, out of the profit, the company got small part of profit is shared with you. That we call it as a dividend. The companies which pays high dividends, they are bad company. That I will tell you in the next session. So wherever the some people will be fooled. Why? Because they will announce dividends 10 days before or 1 week before they will announce. We are going to give dividend on so and so date. So before 3-4 days also if you invest, then you are also eligible to take the dividend. So just because you are getting the dividend, you want to invest, it's up to you. That is not the good practice. So people do apply for such kind of people do invest for such kind of thing, but that is a short lived. That's not going to last for longer time. So you have to choose the companies. For example, TCS that gives very low dividend. Infosys they give very low dividend. Why they are giving very low dividend? They are investing the profit to grow the company, their company, right? The company grows, you will also grow. The job grows, employment grows. But here the dividends, the PSUs, they are giving it back. Whatever the profit they are getting, they are giving it back to you. What you will do? You will go, we will take that dividends and we will eat some gobi and biryani. That's all. So that is why we need to be very careful. We our always our intention should be to stick into the market for a longer period of time, whether it is investment or whether it is trade. This is my view based upon 3 years of experience in the market. Okay, so lesser the greed, lesser the expectations, more willpower to survive in the market, right? So that is what we have to. That is what the course, whatever I'm doing. This is my. So if you want, if you don't want to, you want money tomorrow also, please leave the group or please leave the class. I am not the right person, right? So I may not be the right person for you. So you can join some help, right? So like this. So now we will speak about some IPO. What is an IPO and how where you have to see IPO is nothing but initial public offering. Some people are there who they will just apply for IPOs. They will not just invest. There will be for one IPO there will be around 15,000 rupees for application of IPO, 15,000 rupees. So you have to use your internet banking. There will be option in the internet banking. So there you have to use it, and you have to apply through that. So or now because you cannot directly, the only condition is you need to have a Demat account, and if you have the Demat account through your internet banking, whatever the banking you use, you just search it in the YouTube. So different banks, you can how to apply for it. So if the internet banking is active, you can directly apply. If you have 50,000 rupees. So okay, we will apply for IPO. So you can, by applying for IPOs, definitely you can, or applying on 5 IPOs, you can apply, you can make around 50,000 to 60,000 rupees per year. 4 to 5 IPOs if you apply and limit a good IPOs, then also you get the money. Okay. So, but what you have to do is you have to choose which IPO I need to apply. So you have to check for the gray market premium. So whenever you apply for IPO, so you have an option here in money control called IPO here. So here it is coming IPO. If I click on IPO, so this IPOs, initial public offering companies will come. So it's something is coming, and the companies that are lined up, queued up for getting listed in the stock exchange, and most likely to get queued up in the next coming days. So that will be there. So now, 1 minute. I think today we will stop here. Tomorrow, what is the methodology? Tomorrow's class, we will say what is going to be the methodology. We will discuss about to apply, how to apply IPOs, how to select good IPOs, And after that, we will discuss about financial ratios, book value, this book value, financial ratio, and what is that? EPS, earning per share, and promoter holding dividends, and P by E ratio, price of the share divided by earnings made per share, P by E ratio, P by B ratio, and book value. All this will play a very vital role in investing to a particular company. Before investing, you should look into all this. If this is correct, then this based on fundamental analysis, not the technical analysis, based on the fundamental analysis. So this financial ratios we will discuss in the next class. I will record that also and I will put it in the group, no issue. Just see and start investing, right? So people who wants to continue and who wants to attend the classes, regular classes, request all of you to open the Demat account. I will give you the link in the group again. So kindly open the Demat account. This is going to continue. Only hardly we have 10 members now. Maybe I want to increase it to at least 100. We want at least a 40 to 50% strong group. We want who are disciplined investors, disciplined traders, and disciplined people. So without discipline, nothing is going to work. Any doubts are there? You ask. We will wind up as of today. And, any doubts? Last 5 minutes we will discuss. If any no doubts are there, we can wind it up and do it. I think when you want the next class, shall we meet on next week or in between, maybe after 1 or 2 days?
After 1 or 2 days.
After 1 or 2 days is better. Yes. Okay, we will meet it on then maybe on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday. We'll discuss.
Robin, at what time, Appa? Tuesday at what time?
Sir, evening.
Robin?
Sunil sir, evening. Evening.
I am
Okay,
Suresh, right?
Yes, sir.
Robin,
Suresh sir, ready.
Tuesday at what time?
Tuesday evening.
Tuesday at what time, Appa?
Tuesday
Evening
evening.
ಬರೋದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ.
ಅದೇ
At what time? Evening.
7 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
ಅಭಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡೆಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ?
ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
Hello?
I have to start uploading. ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡು ಅಭಿ.
ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. I think you have to give me feedback. This is my first class.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
But anyhow,
ಅದೇ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಗೆ
ಅದೇನೋ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. To do it in a systematic manner. This first class.
ಓಕೆ.
ನಾಳೆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಫುಲ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಅದೇನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿಲ್ ಜಂಪ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್.
Okay,
then thank you. Happy weekend. Okay, Sunil.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you all. We'll wind up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can leave. I will wind up.